Well, this is it. Welcome to the first episode of hopefully many of this new podcast called The Arena. Uh, I'm not. I am one of your hosts, Sir Random Guy. I'll post my link on the YouTube channel down below, and let me introduce you to my other two co-hosts. He is a Miami Dolphins fan. He is a two-and-on believer, unfortunately, but he will. But he does bring valid points to the team. Allow me to introduce yourself to Danny.
Hi, I'm
All
Danny. I'm a faithful member of Two and On, and that's not a bad thing. And don't you ever forget that. We got the Ricky Williams jersey on. Got this yesterday. It's really big, but it's really cool, and I like it.
And to represent, he is another fellow Seahawks fan, but he sometimes roots for the Bengals on the side for his AFC team. But he is you'll see is on his name tag, but just a spoiler, one of the biggest Jamal Haters fans you'll ever get to see in the game. And allow me to introduce everyone to Gavin, our other co-host.
Thank you. And as you see, I actually changed the name from fuck Jamal Adams, but I'm also rocking the Metcalf jersey today. Gotta represent my boy.
And I am rocking with the classic Bobby Wagner jersey because he's still a legend to every Seahawks fan's heart. But anyways, we are here for our first episode. This is called The Arena. We are mainly going to talk. We are going to talk about sports. Mainly, it's going to be football, but we will try to get our time to do baseball and basketball on the side as well. So get ready for that in the near future. But anyways, our first step on the priority will be the entirety of the NFL recap. And yes, I know there is a bunch of NFL cuts today as we are recording here, but we'll just start with starting with after the Super Bowl with free agency. Anyone want to give it a go?
I want Jordan Brooks back.
All right, I guess we're starting off with Jordan Brooks. He got signed to the Miami Dolphins for a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
But any things that we should be aware of, about a certain wide receiver?
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk, a man who wants to get paid, but he has so much control of the situation. So, anyone thoughts on that? Anyone thoughts on Brandon Ayuk?
I don't know about Brandon Ayuk, man. This reminds me of that Debo situation from like 2 years ago. He eventually got paid, but I don't know if he's gonna get paid by San Fran. I don't think he doesn't seem like a guy that's gonna get paid. Honestly, I honestly don't buy the hype. I know he's good. He's good, but like, I feel like he's asking for a lot. Low key, he's asking for a little. I don't know if he's that good for the money he's asking for.
All right, yeah. And since you are familiar with the NFC West as well as I am, what are your thoughts on Mr. Ayuk himself?
I mean, kind of like Danny was saying, he's way too greedy. He's like, a little too mouthy. He wants to get paid like wide receiver one money when he's not even wide receiver one in his own team. He had a shot to go to the Patriots for like a really good haul. Could get paid a lot, but he just said no. And then he like had like a really good deal with the Steelers, and again he just said no. And we're circling back on the Commanders for like the third time this year, so the 100th time like today, basically. Like he might get paid, but I don't think it's gonna be as much as it's going to be, because if he holds out, he's gonna get fined so much, and it will not be worth it for him.
Interesting. But I mean, for what it is, we'll see. Hopefully the saga ends. He say he's not going to hold out for the season, so he's still going to play for 2024. So either he gets traded before the trade deadline, or probably the Niners will probably franchise tag him and just see any other teams willing to make a deal. But we also had some certain movements like Kirk Cousins to the Falcons, and also another QB movement to the Falcons in the draft. But we'll get to that when we get to that. But Kirk Cousins, going from Minnesota, I feel like he's going to a decent situation. It's just now really is up to Raheem Morris to finally to be hopefully the coach that the Falcons want. Falcons fans are kind of excited for him. But let's just see what happens.
That's a lot of money to give to someone that old with that much of an injury history. He's good. He's good. I'm a Kirk Cousins guy. I think he's good. In the words of Kirk Cousins, I like that, right? But how old is he? He's like
35 or 36.
36. Are you serious?
Let me check before to confirm it.
They give him 4 years. He's 36.
He's 36 years old. He just turned 36. Just a few days ago.
Oh, okay, 36 2 days ago. Okay, so it'll be 36 this upcoming season. I mean, Jesus, they have a lot of money, a lot of years. He's good, but that injury history is going to. If he doesn't get injured, Falcons are making the playoffs. But he has to stay healthy, which might be a problem. Achilles injuries are no joke. They're pretty rough. I think he can do it. I think he can do it. I believe in Kirk Cousins.
I mean, he's doing it because the Coles cash, but reality, he has family, or he has his wife's family there, so I mean, it makes sense, and he wants to retire, with in a long-term team, so it makes sense overall. But Gavin, what you got on Mr. Kirk O'Chains?
Kirk O'Chains.
Without being canceled, I'm not gonna say what I was thinking I was gonna say. Again, 4-year deal. By the time it's over, he'll be 40. And they drafted his replacement way too early. They thought they could do the whole Jordan Love thing, but they can't because only one team can really do that. For 180 mil though, that's way too much to pay. The Vikings were wanting to get on a cheap 2 maybe 3 year deals, but he got there, and he was also good with Stanford. So how much of that was even legit?
We'll see. We're all pulling for Kirk Cousins, but anyways, yeah. But free agency was a lot. I mean, there was some very big moves like Kirk Cousins to the Falcons, but I think everyone, we also want to talk about one thing we have was the draft. This was the draft of all time.
Definitely one. I think they're all busts. Honestly, we haven't seen them take a snap, but they're all terrible. They are some of the worst players. Besides Chop Robinson, of course, he is the best one. He'll be the best one. He'll be better than Aaron Donald when his career's all said and done. And Storm Duck. Storm Duck will also be the second GOAT. They'll be the 2 GOATs. It's it'll be double GOAT, double Dirk in it.
Even though, he's just kind of ignoring the fact Byron Murphy's just going to win a certain Rookie of the Year award and Future Defensive Player of the Year awards. And I feel like Jeremiah Pritchett is going to probably make some shots at cornerback 3. So we shall see. Or cornerback 4. We shall see anyway. But, yeah. But I mean, I think let's just talk about the elephant in the room that was also from Atlanta. Who had let's draft a 24-year-old quarterback as their backup for the next few seasons under NFL bingo chart? Anyone?
No, actually,
nope.
No,
I did not.
Imagine being the Falcons and thinking oh, they need to get a premier edge rusher, a very young guy, and then after that, let's just draft Kirk Cousins' replacement after signing him to a 4-year deal.
They're trying to be the Packers so bad.
Trying to be the Packers, but here's the thing: Jordan Love was 21 when he got drafted. It would have made at least somewhat more sense. It would have made a lot more sense if yeah. Jordan Love was 21 when he got drafted. Now he's 24 or 25 now. But But at least it would have made more sense if they drafted JJ McCarthy. Then at least there would have been some more. Okay, there's been some more leeway with that because he's also 21. So it's like, okay, the 3-year deal made at least a little more sense because Michael Penix was considered the most pro-ready quarterback at that time of the draft. So it just never made sense why. And even then, he only played like one game in the preseason, and they were like, "All right, we're just gonna shut him down the rest of the way." So it is what it is. But any other recaps? Anyone? Any highlights of the 2024 offseason?
Yeah, my Dolphins had a weird offseason, weird free agency. They lost so many defensive guys. It's nuts. We lost the Viking Andrew Van Ginkel. That made me sad. We lost Christian Wilkins. That made me really sad. We lost. Who else did we? Bro, we lost. I can't remember all of them. We lost so many. We lost Nick Needham today. He got cut. That was sad.
Isn't Jalen Phillips still hurt?
Jalen Phillips could still be hurt. Bradley Chubb's on the pup list, so he's not playing the first 4 games. Vic Fangio went off to Philadelphia, but he's a nerd. We don't care about him. We got the better guy now. But freaking everyone left Miami to get more money or something, and makes me sad because now they're not playing for my team. That's the summary.
Did you find one of the Bills players?
Oh yeah, we got Jordan Poyer. That was cool. I like that part.
And
that was one of the highlights.
You stole Jordan Brooks from us. So
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably more for the scheme fit for Mike McDonald, but yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, for Seattle's offseason, it was an overall interesting one for the matter of fact that one new era, of course, in Seattle, of course. I mean, new era for a lot of teams, especially the Patriots too. But I'm excited for what Mike McDonald can hold. I feel like we need that. We need defense. And I felt like that was the right move to do it. I know a lot of us want it. A lot of us, even myself, we were thinking we're going to get Mike Vrabel or I was the one person I was hoping we were not going to get was Dan Quinn for a sequel, and glad we didn't. But I mean, yeah, what are your thoughts on the Seahawks offseason?
Relatively well. I mean, we lost Wagner in free agency, which sucks, but I do hope he does well on the Cardinals, or not the Cardinals, the Commanders. Tired. And then we traded for Sam Howell, which confused me because we already had backup and Locke, but apparently we couldn't keep Drew Lock on the team. He had to go to the Giants and then get injured. So I will never forget the Giants for that. The draft the draft went well. Getting Byron Murphy in the first round, that was really good. Like, we needed that firing, or not really. I guess firing
that pair with Leonard Williams.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be disgusting. Getting rid of our OC and our DC was massive, considering how we could not stop the run to save our life, and Shane Waldron was probably one of the worst offensive corners I've ever seen. But I went to the Bears, and
everyone's kind of praising him right now.
Yeah, it's stupid. But now we got Ryan Grubb, who, as a Huskies fan, love the guy, and from what I'm seeing, he seems to be connecting really well with the offensive players, and they seem to be doing a lot better than they have these past 2-3 seasons.
Yeah. So, for the most part, that's our current off seasons with our current teams. I mean, let's talk about a team that's going to have a new era in New England. Jared Mayo. Wow, our first season with no Belichick or no Brady. This has been a wild one. I know you're happy, Danny, because that team is finally going to be tanking. The bad man is officially gone. He can no longer terrorize the entire AFC East anymore, even though he hasn't really done it for like the past 2 seasons. But
since 2020, he has not done nothing against my Dolphins.
But
we have our starting quarterback, when he played Ryan Fitzpatrick and Skylar Thompson, who is he's Skylar Thompson. He's cool. When he plays Tua, though, he ain't doing nothing.
Well, yeah, Tua is undefeated against Belichick, so
And it's gonna stay
Trevor
that way
Simeon even beat Bill
for the rest
Belichick
of
in
his
his
career.
last game. Imagine saying Trevor Simeon beats Bill Belichick in the last game of his career. That is a wild one to think about.
That is hilarious. I
But
love that. I love that stat.
overall, Bill Belichick, I mean, this is going to be an interesting year for Gerard Mayo because he's going to a situation that he has full control. Well, at least somewhat, at least full control. At least what it sounds like. Obviously, they have a new executive as the GM at the moment, but I mean, we'll see how he goes. Yeah, he's the defensive guy. He's been obviously he was drafted to New England Patriots and then retired and then became the linebackers coach in 2018 through 2023. So this is his team now, and he's going into a situation where New England, for the past 20 years, they've been known for winning, known for terrorizing teams. So, and we're gonna see if he's gonna find a way to ignite that spark once again. But I know Dolphins fans don't want it. I know Jets fans definitely don't want it. I know Bills fans, they still have their time in the sun, and they don't want that either.
Barely, by the way, what do you want to do?
But it's still, but we still want to at least root for Gerard Mayo at least a little bit, at least like just to kind of see. I know except for AFC East fans, but you're just kind of rooting for him to at least do well. If he was on a different team, you would root for him as well. If he was on a different team, yes.
I don't think anyone besides Patriots fans want him to do well. Patriots just got done being really good. Like when Brady left, they were not being good anymore. I think we can keep it that way for another like 10
Playoffs.
decades. 10 decades. I think that sounds fair. Just be bad for the next 10 decades.
Just basically until your lifetime ends.
Yeah, pretty much. Like once I'm dead, you can do whatever you want. But like while I'm alive, just like be really bad. That's what I'm saying. Just like
just be cursed. Be cursed.
Go 8-8 every season, pretty much. Just miss the playoffs. Get a weird mid-draft pick. That's what I want them to do. Just want them to fail. A D1 hater, professional hater of the Patriots. They're terrible, and I hate them.
But this is going to be an interesting season for the Patriots. But I mean, all right, I guess we also have Saquon to the Eagles. I mean, what I know, pretty much Giants fans are kind of considering them as kind of like their version of KD to the Warriors in a way, basically going from a lower team to a much better team. So,
did you just compare Saquon Barkley to Kevin Durant?
Well, more in terms of they called him a snake.
2024 Saquon Barkley to Kevin Durant. Let me mind you.
Okay. I'm not saying they're the same person, but I'm just saying how Giants fans are basically calling Saquon a snake for going for the Eagles. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I got you.
That's what I meant. I'm not saying that in terms of talent wise, KD all the way, but I'm just saying in terms of like him going to division rival, going to a better team instead of staying with New York with Daniel Jones, which he's currently on the hot seat right now. So, but anyways, I feel like we got a good amount of the recap. I think everyone else pretty much knows what else is up. But we'll start with since it's before the season starts, and pretty much we all know the tradition. And that is our NFL season predictions. Who will be right? Who will be wrong? And how is it gonna backlash us in next year, in 365 days from now? And I am gonna bring up the Google sheet. So give me 1 second. So
take your time.
And all right, y'all can see this. Y'all, you guys can see the screen.
Screen looks amazing, man. You're gonna make it bigger.
So it's loading.
But I can't make it bigger. It's fine. I like it.
There we go.
It's shown.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, so I mean, you could go full screen to see the entire thing to make it more clear, but since for me, since I'm gonna be here controlling the thing, anyways, we're here. We'll start with our division. We'll start talking about each division, and then after that, we'll talk about who's going to win each division. So we'll start. Who will be last in the AFC East? Danny, since you're in this charge of this division, go ahead.
So last place, this is a really hard thing to think about. It's gonna be the Patriots.
Yeah,
It's the Patriots. It's gonna.
I
I don't
feel
care
like
how good Drake May can be.
he has no
Whatever
one.
he's gonna do isn't gonna. They're not gonna be better than the Bills. Not gonna be better than the Dolphins. Jets, maybe. I don't. If Aaron Rodgers is as good as
No,
people say he's going to be, then
or
like
unless Rodgers
absolutely
gets injured
not.
again.
There's no way he gets injured again week 1, right?
Leonard
Well,
Floyd
at
plays
all, right? Like
Leonard
that'd be kind
Floyd
of nuts.
plays the Jets week 1 again.
That'd be insane. Like God would be trolling the Jets fans way too hard with that if they injured Rodgers back-to-back seasons. That'd be rough. That'd be a little too rough.
All right, Gavin, who you got for fourth place?
Oh, it's the Patriots. They have nothing. They don't even know who the starting quarterback is anymore, and they just released like.
Oh, I
their best
forgot about
quarterback.
that. They don't even have Drake May's not even the starter yet.
It sounds like it's been a moments they want to say they want to start Jacoby Brissett so Jarek May could learn behind the bench for a little bit, but I guess Jacoby's been like a little bit banged up in the preseason, so we'll see. But I think for my last place is obviously the Patriots for pretty much the reasons you guys said as well. All right, third place, Danny, go ahead.
All right, third place. Quick and simple. It's gonna be the Jets.
All right. The Jets.
Pretty much. I'm gonna assume for this prediction that Rodgers plays all 17 games. He's gonna play the 17 games he has because 17 games is all they're gonna play this season. They're not gonna make the playoffs. So they might have a winning record. Might go like middle of the road, but pretty much for the reason I said earlier, they're not gonna be better than the Bills, not gonna be better than the Dolphins. They're just. I'm not buying the hype. That's not me being a Dolphins fan. If I was a Vikings fan, I wouldn't buy the hype. Like,
all right.
it's just
pretty. All right, Gavin, what you got? Third place.
Ooh, do I just pick most obvious answer, or do I just go all bullshit here?
Let's see. Do you want chaos?
Go with what your heart desires. Gavin.
Go with your heart and gut. What's your heart and gut saying?
It's the Jets. I mean, if Rodgers was at like MVP form, they'd probably get second place and like a wild card berth. But this is the same Rodgers that's coming out of an Achilles tear and spent the entire season and off season, I'm pretty sure, like tripping acid. So I don't even know what the hell is going on over there anymore. So.
All right. For me, I have obviously the Jets. I just think for what Danny said, like their defense is great. They're a great defensive team, but I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be the quarterback that a good amount of Jets fans think he's going to be. Everyone's kind of expecting him. I think for the most part, every media person's expecting him to be like this MVP form Rodgers, but I honestly just think he's just going to be a good quarterback, but not really the great one that everyone's expecting. All right, second place, and it will decide who's your division winner is going to be. Go ahead, Danny.
He's gone.
Oh, he left? Oh, shoot. Okay. Gavin, all right, go ahead then. We'll wait.
Go what?
Go ahead.
The Dolphins are going to get second place.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they have, like, the current coach to win them big games. but I think by December they'll be hot and then they'll immediately fall off. I
Hmm.
don't know if they can actually handle being this good. And honestly, it's still the Bills division.
All
I
right.
know I said before that the Bills in the division. No, I'm gonna double down. The Bills will win this.
Alrighty. The Bills will win the division. There you go. All right. So for me, since we'll wait on Danny. Um. My second place winner. This is just gonna be a more of a transition year for Buffalo, and I feel like second place is going to go Buffalo. I just think it's going to be a weird transition year. I don't think they're going to be a horrible team. I do. I think I kind of like what they're going for, especially since I guess their team is getting younger right now. So this is just going to be more of a year. They're like, all right, we're going to at least kind of step back for at least this season. But I think next season, I feel like they could be back to their Super Bowl form, depending on how the roster goes. But right now, my division winner, for the first time since 2008, I think this team could have enough power, even if somehow in December they have a little collapse, and that will be the Miami Dolphins as my division winner for the 2024 season. Uh, Let me go ahead and record it, and I'll bring Danny back in just a second. So right now, Gavin has the Bills winning the division, and I have the Miami Dolphins winning. So now, Danny, go ahead. Who is your second place, and who will represent the AFC East this season?
Yep, sorry about that. My phone lost power unexpectedly, but I got it back up, so we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my fault, boys. But for second place in the division, I'm going with I'm going with the Dolphins for second place.
Oh,
I'm
shock!
not crazy.
Okay, go ahead.
My
Explain.
bias tells me to pick the Dolphins for first place, but sadly, I picked them to go first place the last two seasons, and both times they did not. Last time they went from 8-3 to 8-8, barely made the playoffs, then lost to the Bills. Last season, the Bills weren't even supposed to make the playoffs, and then we let them win the division in the last game of the season. So even though the Bills might have gotten worse, maybe better, I can't say the Dolphins are going to win the division until I see it. So
Oh,
that
wait.
is my explanation for the Dolphins going second place. And then the Bills just be first because they've been doing it since Brady left. Josh Allen is a turnover machine, but he is still the best thing the Bills have going for offense because we all know Sean McDermott and whatever the throwing out was our receiver one isn't. And that's my reasoning pretty much.
The Bills are probably going to be motivated by another group. Hopefully, this time not involved with a certain tragic event. But we'll now go directly to the AFC North. This is probably going to be by far the toughest division this season. You can make an argument for any of these teams to win their division, whether it's just they have a good talented roster or is just pure chaos, whichever. But let's go ahead. All right, we'll start with Gavin this time. And who will be your last place for the AFC North?
Steelers.
Steelers, AFC North. Ooh.
I don't know what the QB play is. Like, have they even named a starter yet? They're rocking with like two just like mid guys. The team isn't like as great as it was. And just note this is like my hot take. They won't go 9-8. They will go 8-9 or worse.
Ooh.
The
What?
bad
Wow.
team will not visit Mike Tomlin this season.
Dude, the winning record seems like that's the whole thing. That's
Mike
what
Tomlin
from
has
right now.
proven us every year wrong. Has proven us wrong every year.
That's nuts.
All right, Danny, go ahead. Who's gonna be in the bottom of the AFC North?
Bottom of the AFC North. I think the bottom of the AFC North is also going to be the Steelers.
Oh,
That division is jam packed. Every team. Let me read off the team's quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson, last year's MVP.
mm-hmm.
Last year, Joe Burrow.
He's gonna come back.
He got injured, but Joe Burr, whatever. Browns got Deshaun Watson, who that guy sucks, but he's a quarterback. And the Steelers have Russell Wilson or Justin Fields. Those are their two options. I know now technically when the Steelers got Russell Wilson, for those following me on Twitter, I did say, and it's my pinned tweet, that Russell Wilson will propel them to a win. I'd like to take that back. I'm gonna keep it pinned. I won't delete the tweet, but right now I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're gonna be last. They're probably gonna miss the playoffs. They'll go 9-8. Keep the winning streak alive, and then they'll probably fire Mike Tomlin after the season.
Ooh, well,
Once they realize that constant what
he got extended this past off season.
he got extended. How long?
It was like about a couple months ago, I think. Oh, for 3 years, yeah. But it was
3 years? Are you dead? What?
Because of the 9-8s, because the 10-7.
Yeah, I know they're going 9-8, but how many playoff wins are in that?
They have not won a playoff game since the 2016-17 season against the Chiefs before Mahomes.
That was their last playoff win?
Yeah.
They haven't won one in the 2020s?
No. They lost to the Jaguars in 2017. They missed the playoffs both 2018 and 19 seasons.
Yeah.
Obviously got destroyed by Cleveland.
Yeah.
Got destroyed by the Chiefs.
Yep.
Didn't make the playoffs in 22. And then last year, obviously got destroyed by the Bills.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of nuts.
Yeah. All right. For my last place winner, and I am not going to keep the trend of the Steelers going last place because I know Mike Tomlin has certain magic, and I am going with the Cleveland Browns. But they are going to go 8-9 though. So it's just more the fact that we have not seen any prime Deshaun Watson at all. And yes, 2022, I get it. He was going to be very rusty since he hadn't played in over a year, a season and a half, basically since January of 2021. Of that, I get it. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna kind of let it slide. But 2023, he didn't even show like any flashes at all of like him going to his prime. After that, he got injured the rest of the way, and then Joe Flacco had a crazy insanity run. He went into his prime form for a minute there, and I just don't know if Deshaun Watson is still the guy in Cleveland. And I think their defense is going to do enough to get them to win close games, but I don't think Deshaun's going to be the guy to lead them to those like 2-minute drives. And I just think the Browns are going to somehow sabotage themselves. All right, third place. Start with Gavin.
It's the Browns.
All right.
It's like kind of like what you were saying. They will be getting the Deshaun Watson. Like he has been that guy ever since the whole thing came out. Nick Chubb, who knows if he'll be back to like Nick Chubb form. The receivers, they're just like, I mean that's set up a Mark Cooper. They don't really have much. The defense will be really good, but the defense can only take you so far. So that, and they're playing against two heavy offenses with the Bengals and the Ravens. I mean, the defense only comes so much, but then they'll have to move the ball themselves, and they can't do that. They can't win games.
Even the Steelers' defense is still going to be a very tough competition for them. So, all right, Danny, who do you got? Third place.
Third place, AFC North. I'm also going to be taking the Browns. I
Brand.
think that Ravens and Bengals are just better than them. Deshaun Watson has, as y'all said, not been as prime for. I don't even remember. I don't remember last
since
time he was
since
truly good.
since the 2020 season. So it's been like now like 3 years still, like about 3 years.
Yeah.
About to
So unless he magically returns to form, maybe he's better than another team. But and Nick
Yeah.
Chubb. We don't. Is Nick Chubb going to be back in time for the start of the season? What's his
I think
status?
I think he said he was going to be out for I think the first few games. I think I saw.
Yeah, he's probably on the pup list. Yeah. So no. Yeah, they're third place.
All right. For my third place is basically well, it's going to be the Steelers. Okay, if Mike Tomlin is able to somehow get to 9-8 or 10-7 under Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, and Mitchell Trubisky, I think they could still do it with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Mike Tomlin will. I know we give him so much flack, but you at least got to give him his flowers for the whole 9-8 seasons or the winning above 500. And I think it's going to happen again. And if somehow Ayuk gets into the Steelers, then I think the Steelers are definitely going to be in that 9-8 tier. All right, second place, and basically, essentially, is going to reveal your division winner. So, go ahead, Danny.
Oh, it's me now.
Yeah.
This one's kind of hard to think about. Bengals are a team which had a lost season last season. Burrow was out, had that bad wrist he had, took him out. Ravens just came out for a strong season, then ended their season after the divisional round. They forgot to play actual football in the AFC Championship game. But for my division winner, pretty much, I'm going to go with the Ravens. They're going to repeat. I think they lost Anthony Weaver, D-line coach, which now is Miami. Thank you for that. But I think they're going to repeat their dominance, even though now one of their division rivals has their franchise quarterback back. I think Bengals, second place, makes sense, High echelon of teams, but Ravens are just better right now. They're just a better team.
All right. Gavin, who you got? Second place in division winner.
The Ravens, they will not repeat. They will get second place.
Okay.
Well, this is their division. They are taking it right back. They went 9-8 without Joe Burrow last year and barely missed the playoffs. They, with their Joe Burrow back, they will make it.
All right. And for me, I am going to have the Bengals second place, and we're going to have the Ravens repeat once again. Their defense, although Mike McDonald's going to be gone, I do think their defense is still going to be one of a top-tier team, so I am still hopeful for that, and I think the Ravens offense is going to get at least still a little bit better, but I think they're just going to have a tougher schedule to face this season. So give me the Ravens for my division winner for 2024. All right, let's go down we're going to go travel down south, the AFC South specifically.
Oh, God, never do that accent again.
All right.
Jesus
fine,
Christ,
fine.
that was rough.
Fine.
That
We're
was
going down south. We're going down south. All right. We'll start. You know what? Should we just? Should we just wrap it quick? The third and fourth place ones, or
yeah.
All right. Let's just wrap it. Yeah, let's just wrap it quick. This one. All right, Danny. Who's your third and fourth place for the AFC South?
AFC South. Honestly, I low-key forgot who was even in this division. That's a great
Texans,
start for me.
Titans, Jaguars, Colts.
Yep, that makes sense. So, fourth place, Titans.
All right.
You know, they lost King Henry. Their quarterback is Will Levis, which is not a bad quarterback. Is he a good quarterback? Oh, you know,
Still up in the air
he's
for now.
up in the air.
Did
Third
it?
place.
Didn't Will Levis beat you last season and have like a?
Oh, did he? Oh, I mean, yeah. Listen, right? We don't talk about that game. That game was a fever dream. It never happened.
And Tommy DeVille
Never
did
happened.
beat Jordan Love, and yeah, he's the third string quarterback.
Yeah. Anyway, lost my train of thought. God damn it, Gavin. Okay.
You mentioned about the Titans being last,
Yeah,
but you
Titans are
said Will
last.
Levis up in the air.
Yeah, third place. A third place team. AFC South. Give me. This is a good one.
It's tough. It's honestly tough.
This is
Yeah,
a
the AFC
tough
South is
division,
getting
dude.
better.
Like this, got the Texans, got the Colts, you got
The
the
Jaguars.
Jaguars.
The AFC South is
Honestly,
low-key turning into a good division.
give me the Jaguars third place.
All right.
Jaguars third place. You know, Trevor Lawrence, good quarterback. Can be shaky at times. You just got that bag though. Congrats, Trevor. But honestly, they're not going to be. I don't think they're going to be that good. They're not going to be that good.
All right, second and first.
Second and first. What
This
a
is a
tricky
tough one.
choice I have to make. My
AFC South,
second,
potentially the
my
next
first
AFC North.
place team. I'm going with the Texans.
Wait, Texans as division or second?
They're taking the first place. Texans are taking first place. I'm very high on the Colts,
Alrighty.
though. I'm high on the Colts. Think CJ Stroud, phenomenal freshman year. I expect him to be even better in his second year with Stephon Diggs now. You know, Stephon Diggs is weird. He's not bad, but like he's only really good when he plays Miami. So like, you know, he'll be good for that one game and then be mid probably. But you'd rather have Stephon Diggs than not. Actually, wait, no, you wouldn't. He's a diva. Is Stephon Diggs good? Who knows? Anyway, point is, the Texans are still really good. Their defense is good. You got Will Anderson. CJ Stroud's going to be a beast. For the Colts being second place, I really like Anthony Richardson. I think he's going to be good. Is he going to be good enough to beat the Texans in the division? No. Not yet, at least. Maybe next season, if he can develop more. They build more free agency, but right now I got the Texans win the division.
Alrighty. All right, Gavin, go ahead. Worst to first.
Last place will be the Titans. Much as I do love the mailman, especially for his amazing Monday night performance, that will hold a place in my heart.
Go fuck yourself. Asshole.
But like no Henry, like I mean they went out and got Tony Pollard, but can he really do all that much? Don't think
I mean,
so.
it's more going to be a running back by committee with Spears and Pollard right now. So, and Spears had looked pretty decent like last year's.
Yeah, they still got the ghost of DeAndre Hopkins, and then when they went out and signed Calvin Ridley to a stupid amount of money, so their receiving core isn't that bad. But
Wonder how they got
it. I just don't think that they have all the tools right there ready. Give it one more season, and I can see them going like 9-8 or whatever. Third place, I have the Colts. I love AR. Love AR. I love their head coach. I love their team. But can we really count on the Jaguars falling apart again? Like, God, it would suck. You know, two teams that went 8-3 just fell apart back-to-back seasons. Like,
yeah. All right.
Second place, I have the Jaguars. they don't have enough firepower to stop the Texans from taking that division. And when it comes down to it, this might give me a lot of trouble. I don't think Doug Peterson is a good coach. He had his thing in Philly, but that was it. I don't think he is good enough. And then first place, you got the Strouds. They're just gonna run it back. They went the last season. They're gonna be mid. They were all in divisional round. Kicked the crap out of Joe Flacco. Thank you for doing that, by the way. And then they only just got better with Tank Dell back and having Diggs. Their offense only got better. They got Joe Mixon at the helm. Like, it's going to be a good Texans team, and they will win their division.
All right. For me, for my worst team for the South is going to be the Titans as well. They're low-key going to be – I think they're low-key not going to be a horrible team. I think they're going to be in that middle-of-the-road team for the most part. I just really want to see what Brian Callahan is going to do on offense. I mean, everyone's been saying this roster just looks like they just kind of got a bunch of old players, which, I mean, yes and no, but I think it's still not bad to have a bunch of veteran players on the team for what it is. But I think this team will eventually get to being their own identity soon. But I think Titans, as long as Will Levis shows flashes, shows like he could break out in his second season, I think this Titans team is going to be fun to watch. Then third place, I have the Jaguars, and I just don't really trust the offense as much as I can. Like Press Taylor for the OC for the Jaguars, I just don't know what they're going to do with Trevor Lawrence. Like, they look like they were going to be a very solid team and might be a low-key Super Bowl contender, but then they just collapse, and I just don't know what to expect from this team once again. Trevor Lawrence hasn't really proved that much to prove to be the team to prove to be the quarterback right now that everyone was expecting, but hopefully they could bounce back. But I'm putting Jaguars third. Second place, I have the Indianapolis Colts. I do think AR-15 is going to be the guy. I mean, Shane Steichen I feel like is going to be that head coach. I mean, they did it if they were somehow they get 9 wins with Gardner Minshew. I think they're able to do it with AR-15 at the helm. So, and obviously my first place will be of course, the Houston Texans. And for pretty obvious reasons, like what y'all said, CJ Stroud is only going to get better. They brought in Diggs. Nico Collins is a beast. Fortunately, they had to cut Noah Brown after having a decent season last year, but I mean, hopefully he gets a job somewhere else. But I think this team is still going to be solid. This offense is going to be good. The defense is going to be very scary. So I cannot wait. All right, let's move on to the AFC West. Can we just give our spoiler for the AFC West champions already?
Yeah, I think we can.
I think we just know who it is.
Just on three.
Unless you want to be controversial. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Chiefs.
Broncos.
I was
Chiefs. It's gonna be the Chiefs.
All right, let's just put the Chiefs. All of us. I don't think we really need to.
We don't
explain why.
Yeah.
All right, but for the rest of our teams, second place, I got the Raiders. I think they're going to be a decent team, not the worst team, but they're not going to be great either. But I think they're going to be a team that's going to be sneakily good. Maybe they have a franchise quarterback, but I think I have the Raiders second. Third place, I have the Chargers. I honestly think the Harbaugh thing is getting a little overhyped. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I just think he's getting a little overhyped. Then last place, I have the Broncos, but I think they could be scary, decent with Bo Nix. I feel like he's one of my candidates for Offensive Rookie of the Year as well. But yeah. All right, Gavin, go ahead. AFC West, who's your worst to second?
Worst will be the Chargers. I don't believe
Ooh.
I don't believe in Harbaugh. I think he's extremely overrated as a head coach. I feel like he has just walked in and made the team his own, which is not a bad thing, but like there it just isn't that much chemistry much there anymore. And they don't have like any receivers for Herbert to throw the ball to. Their running backs is like the ghost of the Ravens backfield. Like their defense is all right. Like I don't think they can do it, and I think that they'll be tanking for either receiver or potential. Probably just a receiver, or maybe another running back. Third place, I have the Raiders. With their current QB situation, I like Kurt. Yeah, I know it was Minshew that got picked as QB1, but like, will he be that guy for Vegas? Like, we don't know. But he's a lot better than AOC, who is trash, by the way. And then, first place, for the first place, I got the Broncos. Bo Nix looked pretty well in the preseason, which mainly honestly means nothing. He's playing against a bunch of backups, third strings. But if Sean Payne can take that team and get him to like 7-10 with Russell Wilson, make all the controversy, I bet they can probably do enough to get second place and potentially split the Chiefs once again.
All right, Danny, first or worst to second.
Worst team. I'm also going with the Chargers.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, everyone.
Chargers,
All right, I'm kind of surprised. There's a Harbaugh there's a Chargers low train. I'm kind of surprised. I thought I was gonna be the only one.
Yeah. Herbert's known to throw too. However, I think Herbert's good. Herbert is a good quarterback.
It was better.
But we don't gotta start that debate. He is, but he has no one to throw to. I think his receiver one, Quentin Johnson, who no hands,
Well,
like prime Evan Ingram type no hands guy. The defense is aight. And Harbaugh is John Harbaugh, so that's gonna be really good for Justin Herbert. Having John frickin' Harbaugh as your head coach. But yeah, unless they magically make a good receiver one for Herbert, they're gonna be last. They're gonna be last.
All right, and so that means third place
is also the Raiders.
Ooh, okay.
I do love me some Minshew mania. Do not get me wrong. However, Minshew mania can only get you so far if he's your QB1 for the season. I like their defense. They got Christian Wilkins, who is a stud. They have Max Crosby, who is also a stud. He's also crazy.
And they hope Tyree Wilson kind of develops in his second year as an edge rusher.
Yep. That line is going to be crazy. That line's going to be scary the more I say it out loud. Not Christian Wilkins and Max Crosby. I thought Wilkins and Sealer was a nasty combo, salt and pepper. But that's just, they up the salt.
Yeah.
They up the salt. I love Zach Sealer, but Max Crosby's a different kind of animal. He's freaking nuts.
All right. That's the entirety of the AFC West or AFC Conference. All right. So just to recap, our division winner will be Dolphins, Bills. AFC South, AFC North, Ravens, and the Bengals. We all chose the Texans for the South, and we all choose the Chiefs for the West. Wow. But now, let's go to the other conference in the NFC, starting with the East. I can start with that. And you know what? For my first place, to represent the NFC East, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't think the Cowboys will repeat their division once again. I don't think it'll happen. The Eagles gotten better this offseason, obviously with the addition of Saquon. You have they did bring in Quinn Mitchell from the NFL draft, and they brought in the Jackie Robinson, the NFL Cooper DeJean. But anyways, I think this team is going to be at least a little bit better. Nick Sirianni is on the hot seat. Vic Fangio should be a decent addition as a defensive coordinator, and hopefully Kellen Moore could bring up could jumpstart that Eagles offense once again. All right, for second place, I got the Dallas Cowboys. They lost Dan Quinn as their defensive coordinator, and they brought in Mike Zimmerman, which I'm kind of questionable about. But their offense should be still the same. They just extended ZD Lamb, and I feel like this is going to be kind of like that last dance for the Dallas Cowboys until they start losing some pieces this upcoming offseason. But they're going to go all in apparently. So we shall see. Third place. This was a tough one, and I think I'm going to do it. Washington will be third place in this division. I kind of do have some faith in Jaden Daniels, and I think Terry McLaurin is going to finally have a quarterback. And let's just see. I don't think the Washington Commanders are going to be the worst team. I just think they're going to be an okay team. And last place I got is the New York Football Giants. They bring in Brian Burns, yes, but I just don't think Daniel Jones is that guy. I just think he's going to sabotage the team. All right, go ahead, Danny. Who do you got for the NFC East?
So the NFC East, my division winner, is also going to be the Eagles. You know, I think they're going to, as you said, they bone free agency. They're going to learn from lessons of last season. They're not going to collapse randomly out of nowhere and lose to the Bucs. They're going to take the division. They got Jalen Hurts. They got a nasty receiver duo in Brown and Devonta Smith. Their defense, still pretty rock solid. For my second place team, I am going with the Commanders.
Ooh.
I am going with the Commanders. I am very high on Jaden Daniels. I'm very high on him. I think he's going to be really good. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to go really good. I'm not saying they're going to go like 11-6, like 10-7 even. It's mainly just because I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to have a really weird like dead season.
Ooh.
You know, last few seasons have been pretty good. They kind of fade out in the playoffs. This time they're just going to fade out entirely. Just mid-season. You remember the Dolphins in like 2022? They were 8-3. Then they finished like 9-8. Barely made the playoffs, and then they lost to the Bills. Or the Titans of 2 years ago, where they were like 8-3, then didn't win the division, missed the playoffs. That's pretty much what I expect the Cowboys to do this season. Have a mid-season implosion that's gonna let the Washington Commanders get into the second place spot. And then fourth place, I got the Giants because, not only are they not better than the other 3 teams, they're just bad. They're just not good. Your quarterback one is Daniel Jones, but he has a beard this time.
That's apparently we're going to be terrified by that.
I'm really scared of Daniel Jones. He terrifies me. I go to bed and when I close my eyes, I see him. And
don't worry. Drew Lock will save you. He'll be the angel.
Drew Lock? Drew Lock? Are you serious? Okay. Yeah, but pretty much Giants are bad. Giants bad. That, yeah.
All right, Gavin, go ahead.
First place is going to be the Eagles. I do not trust the Cowboys, considering the fact that they have 2 massive players on their team that need to get signed within Dak and Parsons. They got CeeDee Lamb locked down yesterday, but that's a lot of money that they just gave to him. Will they have enough to lock down Dak and Parsons? Don't think so. I think things went down on them. That, and they also lost Tony Pollard, which was kind of mid, but showed flashes, and they decided to place him with Zeke. Out of all guys, Zeke, he's back. Okay, yeah, I really believe the Cowboys now. That's one off-season move. Scary. Second place, this might be a very, very hot take. I have the Commanders, just like Danny. I am a Daniels believer. I'm, watching LSU. I'm a big LSU fan. I love Jaden Daniels. I believe that he will do things that Sam Howell unfortunately could not do. And like their defense is good with getting Wagner. Like that's only going to make their linebackers better. Uh, they have a good receiving core, even though they got rid of Jahan Dotson to the Eagles, like stupids. But Scary Tate will finally have a good quarterback. Their running backs is a little scary, but like, just I don't know how to feel about them. I do love Brad Thomas Jr.
Like,
Wait, no, Brad Robinson. My bad.
Oh, okay. I was like, Brian Thomas is a Jaguar.
Oh yeah, we're done with that. I do like him, but I don't think he'll be back to form. Especially after getting the whole like shot thing a few years ago, whatever. Leave that. Third place, it's gonna be the Cowboys. No,
Okay.
it's gonna be the Cowboys. Whatever. I don't believe in them. I don't. They were not threatening last season. They, like one of their worst defeats was to the Dolphins. Even though there's a couple of BS ticky tacky things in there, but they
He made their
lost.
defensive coordinator cry.
Yeah, like Tua kind of made them look like their bitch. Like,
He wasn't even that. He wasn't even that great that game. That was the funny part too. It was like decently average. He didn't. There was no offense that game. It was defense. Well, there was offense at the end of the game where Tua led a game-winning drive, which was like that saved my Christmas Eve. My mom was watching that game with my dad and sister and was terrified. She's a Patriots fan, for the record, so she's just thinking if they lose this, he's going to be inconsolable for the next day and a half. Which would have really wrecked up Christmas. But we didn't lose. We saved that for the next three weeks.
Yeah. We don't talk about the next 3 weeks. Last place, I had the Giants again. Their quarterback is Daniel Jones again with a beard. Like he's absolutely terrifying. Like, oh god. Whenever I go to check my closet for monsters, I pray there isn't a bearded Daniel Jones in my closet. Probably also
We're really shitting on Daniel Jones right now.
Really disturbing. But like they got rid of Saquon Barkley for Devin Singletary, which I love Devin, but he is no Saquon Barkley. The receivers, I don't know any of them by name besides Malik Willis, but he's getting
Malik Willis, wide receiver.
Malik Neighbors.
Jesus, bro.
First Brian Thomas, now Malik Willis.
Hey, I worked 12 hours yesterday. I'm tired.
He's trying, man. He's trying. Yeah, you're tired.
Fine. Giants.
Giants, bad. Drew Lock, good. Drew Lock, give him QB1, and they will be undefeated. But no, he's injured because the Giants. Just because
I don't think he was that injured. I think he just they injured him in preseason week 1, but they were like, oh, he can technically come back. But they were just like, all right, we're gonna let him sit for the rest of the game though.
Yeah, they have Daniel Jones ass. They have Drew Lock elite, and they have Tommy DeVito overrated. They aren't doing crap.
All right, that's the NFC East. We're gonna go down to the NFC North. I'll just start with my last place winner for the NFC North. That is the Minnesota Vikings. I was gonna say this. This was with Sam Darnold going all 17 games, even when JJ McCarthy was still on the roster. I just think I honestly think they aren't like the worst team. Again, I just feel like they kind of remind me like the Titans. It's just now their quarterback is just the most questionable part. I don't think Sam Darnold is going to have a terrible season, but I don't think he's really going to elevate that offense enough to really say, oh, they're going to make it to the wild card round. But yeah, that's pretty much it. My third place winner, My third place, I have the Chicago Bears. I It's just really crazy that the Bears are really gonna praise Caleb like he is going to be like immediately good, even though it's like, hey, he is still a rookie at the end of the day, even though he's like a first round pick, first overall pick. So I just feel like if Caleb somehow does terrible this season, it's just going to be, I don't know how is it going to be for the Bears this coming off season. But I honestly think the Caleb's going to do all right, but I think he is going to make enough he is going to have some rookie mistakes that the Bears will go 8-9. Then my second place, I have the Packers. Second place, I have the Packers. They're gonna go second place. I do think it's gonna be a
Dude,
tough competition. It is going to be a tough competition. Their defense should be better. Joe Barry is gone. You know, a lot of Packers fans were calling him Rob Ryan's with Barrist. Uh, but pretty much, but first place, I have the Detroit Lions. They are still Super Bowl contenders for the most part. Their defense gotten better. They added Carlton Davis. They brought in Terry Arnold from the NFL draft. So this should be a fun team for the Lions, and I think they are considered Super Bowl contenders. All right. You know what, Gavin, go ahead. You, who is your NFC? Who's going to represent the NFC North, or who's worst to first? Actually, worst to first.
Last
Last
place,
place, yeah.
I have the Bears. I will not be drinking the Kool-Aid. I don't think Caleb Williams will live up to first overall pick hype this season. Yes, they got Rome June Day because the Falcons don't know how to draft in the first round apparently, and then their defense has kind of all right. The running backs, I don't even know one of their running backs. Oh no, Swift. Yeah, no, yeah, they got Swift,
DeAndre
but
Swift, yeah.
he was all right on the Eagles. But no, I will not. I will not drink the Kool Aid. Third place, I do have the Vikings. Even with J.J. McCarthy out for the entire season, I think Sam Darnold could do enough to win him 3 games out of like 12, to the point where they're gonna sign Tom Brady off the couch. He will be like the Joe Flacco, and I'll get screwed in fantasy all over again. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I mean, give JJ not yeah Jettis like a competent quarterback, someone who can at least get him the ball past 20 yards. They will be scary. The running backs kind of scare me because like they're kind of mid. Their defense is all right, but second place, I have the Packers. Jordan Love signing that massive contract extension, not really well deserved, but good. Good on his part. Adding in Josh Jacobs was big. Uh, Adding Xavier McKinney was massive. Keeping their the exact same receiving core was great. Their defense got better after Joe Barry left. Even though it got revealed today that AJ Dillon's out for the entire season, they can probably get like a relatively good RB2 or someone that can be that like 1 yard line guy if needed, whatever for Jacobs, but we just don't know quite yet. First place, I got the Lions. They're gonna do it all over again. They were narrowly close to the Super Bowl last year, and they only just got better. One of the best things that they did this season was keeping Ben Johnson from that offense. Because if he would have gone and had coach job somewhere, their offense would not be good. Would not be as good this season. Their defense got better. They're playing calm secondary, and they helped that in the draft and free agency throughout the entire off season. Jared Goff, who is elite, got signed to a massive deal. Yeah, the Lions will run it back this season. I will put money on it.
All right, Danny, go ahead.
So last place, I have the Vikings. They don't have JJ McCarthy. They're starting Sam Darnold in 2024, so that's gonna go terribly. Jay Jettis is once again going to have a good year despite having Sam Darnold again at their quarterback position. And it really does not matter. They have other good players, but like when Sam Darnold is trying quarterback, what are you gonna do? Like, you're not gonna do anything. He's on I said he's on that podcast that he knows he can play at a good level. But has anyone here raise your hand real quick if you've seen Sam Darnold play at a high level at all? Put your hand down.
If I'm only talking about USC, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Third place, I have the Bears. I think Caleb Williams is going to do great things in Chicago. Eventually, not this season. This season, he will show that he's good. He'll show that he has flaws that he can build on and improve on as his career continues. But this season, I don't see him doing too much. But I think he could be really good eventually. Second place, I got the Lions going second
I
place.
knew it felt like
The Lions, really good team. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna be honest. I was trying to cut something at the table, and I just kind of cut my finger. So I'm just gonna grab a napkin real quick. But
all right.
we're good now. Lions, great team. Ben Johnson, San Jose. That's huge. That's really huge for them. But I see the Packers taking a huge leap. They're gonna take a big old hop. You couldn't see it over the camera, but big hop. Let's go up. I think Jordan Love's going to improve even more. I think the receiver core is going to develop even more than it already did, surprisingly, last season. And I have the Green Bay Packers win the division because they're going to do it again. I am not betting any money on that. I'm about to go to college. I cannot afford to bet money right now.
Bro cannot be suspended for college for like 6 weeks.
I can't really.
All right. So we got our NFC North predictions. Now it's time for the NFC South. All right. I'll stop doing the accent. Time for the NFC South. All right. Let's represent Southern Division. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, I'll stop. Represent. All right. So for my NFC South winner, this was tough. It was tough between two teams, and I gotta go. I am gonna drink the Kool-Aid. It's really because it was more of a last minute thing because they did added two players that is gonna low key help the defense, and as the Atlanta Falcons, I am gonna drink their Kool-Aid. It's gonna be very sweet Kool-Aid, in fact. But I think this was a close race. I gotta say, I think Kirk Cousins is gonna have a decent season. Bijan Robinson is finally gonna electrify in that offense, and even then, let's say Bijan Robinson gets hurt, they still have Taylor Algier. Wide receivers is still up in the air. I mean, Drake London's still gonna have a solid season. Kyle Pitts is still in question. Fantasy owners are probably going to be like, is he finally going to be the guy to, give me points in fantasy? I think he's going to have a good season, but I'm not sure if he's going to have like a better season. Still up in the air, but defense, if it wasn't for Matthew Judon and Justin Simmons joining in the Falcons last minute, I honestly would have probably picked the Bucks. But yes, Falcons as my division winner. Second place goes to the Bucks. It's really depending on how much Dave Canales makes an impact on the Buccaneers or not. That's going to be my biggest question mark. And Baker, I do think he's going to be decent, but I'm not sure if Todd Bowles is still their man to lead in charge. Still up in the air. but I think they're still going to be a solid team. And for my third place, this was pretty tough. But at the end of the day, I am going to choose the New Orleans Saints. I just don't really like this team so much. It's really because of Dennis Allen. Derek Carr's not getting any younger. This team is not really getting younger at all with Alvin Kamara, Demario Davis, Cameron Jordan. I mean, Cameron Jordan, Demario Davis, still solid pieces, but I just don't really think this team is really going to go take the leap that everyone's expecting to. But yeah, then finally, my last place is the Panthers. They are going to improve, but I just think they're still a long way from being like a contender at the moment. So yeah. All right, we'll go to Danny this time. Who's going to be your NFC South winner?
AFC South is such a weird division.
Yeah.
Like, I have to dead ass forgot who was in that division already. But
Falcons, Bucks, Saints, Panthers.
yeah, those four. I got the Buccaneers winning.
Already.
Honestly, I have them winning by default. To be honest, they have good pieces. You got Mike Evans, you got Baker Mayfield, but at the same time, the other three teams are the Panthers, Saints, and Falcons. So,
All right.
I can't talk about the Falcons like that. They are my second place team. I think they're going to be good. They have a quarterback now. They got Kyle Pitts. They got Drake London. They got Bijan Robinson.
Tyler
If they
Algier.
get used, they might even win the division. But they have to be used first. My third place team are the Saints.
All right.
Derek Carr's mid.
Like legit mid, like definition of
He's
mid.
very mid. He could be like if I looked up mid in the Webster dictionary, I'd probably get a picture of Derek Carr.
Urban Dictionary, you probably will have a picture of Derek Carr.
And the rest of the Panthers, fourth place. Do I say anything? Like Panthers are they're rough. They lost Brian Burns. Like Bryce Young, he might develop, but just not right now. Not a good team.
Yeah.
Not a good team.
All right. Gavin, go represent the NFC South. Who is your first place winner?
It's gonna be the Buccaneers. I will not be drinking the Falcons Kool-Aid this season. I know a lot of people have been doing it. I'm not gonna do it. I feel like the Bucks are they're basically gonna go like not gonna go like all in, but they brought back Baker and Mike Evans, knowing that they're going to make the playoffs and repeat as division champions for the fourth year in a row.
All right.
Second place, I do have the Falcons taking it. As much as I really wanted to leave them, I don't know what a 36-year-old Kirk Cousins can really do. Especially coming off of the Achilles tear injury, will he still be that guy? We don't know. And they also have to utilize all of their offensive pieces, but who knows if they can ever do that.
Yeah.
Third place. This is where things might get crazy. I have the Panthers. I do not believe in the Saints at all.
Let's go.
I believe that the Panthers will be taking the lead forward this season. Bryce Young will get better. The defense, even though they lost Brian Burns, they still should be good. The offense has the offense has the weapons and have the pieces to be good. Dave Canales, who loved the man, he revived Gino, he revived Baker, he will revive Bryce Young. Last place, I have the Saints. I don't believe in the Saints. I think Dennis Allen is a horrible head coach. Derek Carr is again very very mid QB. Kamara isn't getting any younger, and I think he's past his prime. The receivers can you even name one of them? Their defense is all right. Like this is not the Saints year. They'll be getting last place in the division, probably fighting for the number one overall pick.
Mm. All right. That's the NFC South. Now, finally, our division, Gavin. Us, finally us. Let's take over the show. All right, starting dead last, we're going with the Arizona Cardinals. Okay, to be for real, they are actually going to be a fun team to watch this season. Bias aside, I think they are going to be a fun team to watch. I think if Kyler's healthy, and I think Gannon is the head coach to take him there, I honestly think Kyler's going to improve this season. I think he is going to do well with his first year of his new contract. Then I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be that wide receiver for the Cardinals. I know Zay Jones just got suspended with 5 games, but I think Greg Dortch could be still a solid piece. I do believe in Trey McBride. That offense, I think, will be decent this season. Defensive wise, it's still up in the air. I think it's still going to be kind of bad, but I think it's going to improve still under Jonathan Gannon. So I think, third place, I have the LA Rams. Aaron Donald is gonna show why he's gonna make it. He made an impact for that Rams defense, and I do think the Rams are gonna be okay. They're still gonna be competitive. I think they're still going to be fighting for a wild card spot, but I just think Stafford is just not getting younger, and I just think it's going to be kind of a weird year for the Rams. So give me the Rams for third. Second place, I'm going to have the Seattle Seahawks to rep Seattle Seahawks. I do believe in Mike McDonald. I do believe what the offense is going to hold on. I just do think our defense is finally going to improve for once since, I don't know when, but finally, first place, I have the San Francisco 49ers taking the division once again, but I watch out for that Super Bowl hangover though. Just to keep an eye out, but I think this team is kind of like on this. I want to say last dance, but they are right now, this is a final chance before they need to pay Purdy up, and Brandon Ayuk or Deebo Samuel will likely be gone after this season, and maybe a couple defensive pieces that we don't know who will be, but they probably will be gone too because of the Cats. All right, Gavin, go ahead, my other brother.
Last place, I have the Cardinals. Kyler Murray will be taking his step forward this season with the addition of MVS. James Conner is a great running back.
Third time, bro. I guess Marvin Scatling is going to lead the Cardinals in receiving yards. All right.
It's been a long day. With Marvin Harrison Jr.
Jeez, right.
James Conner. James Conner is a really good, very underrated running back. He will lead the charge. The defense is all right. They will take a step up. Third place, the Rams. I don't think they'll have all the pieces there. I mean, get the cut back, 100% be nice. Have him Puka tools and really nice. Having Stafford kind of better will be nice, even though if he's still the guy who the defense without Aaron Donald hopefully will not be good, but it probably will be good. But I just don't believe in the Rams. I honestly think that they just got lucky all the way to the postseason last season. Second place.
I hear that pain in your voice.
The San Francisco 49ers. The Seahawks will win the division this season.
What?
The Niners. They're going to deal with that Super Bowl hangover. They're currently dealing with a bunch of off-season drama. We don't know how complete how the chemistry will be. The Seahawks will win the division for the first time since 2020. Mike McDonald will
My guy's Mike
take this
McDaniel, buddy.
Gino
Okay.
and the offense with Ryan Grubb will be going off. The defense finally, without I forgot his name just because I hate him so much.
Jamal Adams.
But they also lost the GOAT, well, the former GOAT of the Jets, Jamal Adams. He's gone. The bad man can't hurt me anymore. He's gone.
There's another person that
For
got
free.
cut today as well, Gavin.
Yes, the Eskridge, he's gone. Another bad man can't hurt me anymore. This team wants to succeed. They want me to see them succeed. They will go. They will go to the playoffs. They will go to the divisional round. Hell, they very well might get the first seed. We don't know. I'm drinking this Kool-Aid. I'm drunk off this Kool-Aid. I believe in my team.
Alrighty. Thomas or Danny, go ahead. Just go before the delusion hits. Last place.
Last place I have the Cardinals because, Kyle Murray, I think he's good. And then after that, I'll have that fire in my gut that the Cardinals coaches staff have, but they're just nah. Third place, similar to you guys, I have the Seattle Seahawks.
Ooh, get him off the
Geno
show.
Smith.
Get him off.
Yeah, Geno Smith is good and all, but he's only getting older, guys. He's only getting older. He's still good, but I don't think he's gonna be this good forever, especially not this season. You got JSN. I think he's good. You still got DK Metcalf, who is kind of secretly the biggest on-field diva that I've seen in a minute.
I want a new
Sherlock is
co-host.
still solid. Despite
No, he's still good. I mean, he's still good. Still very good. Very muscly, but defense is good. I like what you guys going there. Bobby Wagner. Oh,
yeah.
right.
I want a new co-host now. You're done. Not kidding, bro. I love you.
Let's see here. Yeah, no, I got your guys' defense, but I don't think it's gonna be better than my second place team. Or here, I'll say my division winner, 49ers. Of course, I'm not on any Kool-Aid. I'm as sober as a Christian person, and Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy is good. I think Brock Purdy is not a system quarterback. I think he's a good quarterback. Kyle Shanahan. That offense is still freakishly amazing. Brandon Ayuk, if he ends up staying, that's going to make them even more of a lock fire. Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Greenlaw. Do I need to do a Nick Bosa? It's like someone went into Madden, turned on the freaking trade sliders to off, and just made all the foolish trades to put all the teams here. They're it's kind of nuts. They're just that team. They're just that team. Second one's got the Rams. I think Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp are going to be a top 3 receiver duo in the league. Easily the best in their division. Matthew Stafford. I like Matt a lot. I think he's also getting older though. Like Geno Smith, he's getting older, but I think he's still good enough to keep that up, keep it going into the season. Their defense. They have a defense. But their offense is, I really like their offense. Their offense is going to do great wonders.
Alrighty, we got our division winners. We recapped the entire divisions. But pretty much here we go to our NFC conference. We have the Eagle. All of us chose the Eagles. The NFC North. Gavin and I chose the Lions. Danny chose the Packers. NFC South. Danny and Gavin chose the Buccaneers. I chose the Falcons. And then the NFC West. Gavin chose the Seahawks, while Danny and I chose the 49ers to be realistic. And yeah, here's our division winners. If you want to look at it one more time, so y'all could either make fun of us or congratulate us when we get it correct.
We're gonna make fun of Gavin. We're gonna make fun of Gavin so many times.
But here we go. So let's just go our wildcard round since we just kind of discussed the entire thing. My wildcard one, I got the Bengals. For obvious reasons. They are still going to be a solid team with Joe Burrow coming back, but it's now really up to Zach Taylor's hands to make sure he is actually the guy going forward. Wildcard 2 spot, I have the Indianapolis Colts. I do believe in AR-15. I do believe in this Colts offense, and I think they're going to take that step up. And my wildcard 3, it is going to be the Buffalo Bills. I think they are still, again, a solid team. I just think they're going to take a little step back, but eventually I think they will be back up eventually, hopefully next season. But I think the Bills would be the wildcard 3 spot / the 7th seed going ahead. All right, Danny, wildcard spots.
So for first spot, I got the Dolphins. They did lose a lot of key pieces on defense, but we got Kendall Fuller, we got Brooks from you guys, we got a new DC, we have Javon Holland still, Jalen Ramsey, that D-line, we still have Zach Steeler. When Bradley Chubb comes back, he's gonna be really good. Jalen Phillips,
when he comes
don't know
back,
his status, but I know he had that Achilles tear, but he's still gonna be a beast when he fully comes back. That offense, got Tua, Mike McDaniel plays, Tyreek, Waddle, OBJ when he comes back, and Braxton Berrios when he also comes back because he got injured because no one wants to stay healthy on the Dolphins. Why would they? But get Austin Berrios, love you, buddy. But yeah, second seed. For the fifth spot, I also have the Colts.
Alrighty.
I'm high on them. I am expecting good things. I'm really hoping that Anthony Richardson pans out to be the quarterback that I think he can be and lead this team to a feisty wild card loss against a better division winner. But I think they're going to do good things. And for the seventh seed, I have I got the Bengals. Bengals are, yeah. It took me a minute to think about it, but Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, the fantastic tandem right there. That defense is still good. Zach Taylor he's Zach Taylor, so he's good. The O-line is shit, but they made it work. And those are my AFC playoff seeds right there.
Nice. All right, Gavin. Here we go.
Fifth seed, I got the Ravens. Even though they won't win the division, they will give me the fifth seed, probably like a game or half a game behind the Bengals. My sixth seed, I have the Dolphins. I can see them. They're gonna make it, but I feel like the Ravens will be way too OP for them, and they'll just be fighting between 6 and 7, trying to edge in, which like they've been doing the past few seasons. Seventh seed. This one's tough. Ooh, seventh seed.
Wait. What was your wildcard one spot, Thomas?
The Ravens.
Okay, yeah, I forgot. You picked the Bengals, yeah. All right, 7th seed.
Oh god, this one's tough.
That one's gonna be a crapshoot. That was a crapshoot right there.
You know what? Fuck it. Broncos.
What?
Ooh,
Yeah, screw it. Broncos.
ooh.
They
I
will do
like
just
this. This
to
is
go
good.
9
He believes.
and make
Gavin believes.
He
makes
believes.
them see it. Yes, they'll get blown up by the Ravens, but they will be in it. They will do it.
Believes. No.
He believes.
And the people
All
in the
you
back.
have to do is believe, baby.
All right, for the NFC, I completely forgot about the NFC for a minute. So, all right, NFC wildcard one, I have. NFC wildcard one. Shoot, yeah. Wait.
Yeah, hold on. We got to take a minute.
Packers.
Some
It was,
audio issues.
yeah, we've been having audio issues throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, the echo. We'll fix the echo eventually.
I am gonna get a new headset soon, so yeah.
Don't think does
Wildcard.
Gavin have headphones in?
I don't think so. Does he?
Oh, I think
What?
that's what that might would it be. That might be it.
What?
All right.
Nothing, Gavin.
Wildcard 2, I have the Cowboys. Wildcard 3, I have the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, they are going to make the playoffs under Mike McDowell. Let's go. All right. Yeah, Danny, go ahead.
Not in the wild card round, yes, it'll be in the wild card round, but they won't be a wild card team.
All right.
Yeah, not
All
with
right.
the fucking division, Gavin. They're not doing it, bro. They're not doing it, man. All right, so for my wild card one spot, I have.
Wait.
There's too many good teams.
Time out. Did SRG give his number 3 team?
Yeah, Seahawks.
Yeah, his third team's the Seahawks. He has y'all going to the 7th seed. Nerd.
Oh, okay, man, I spaced out for.
At least I'm being somewhat realistic. I'm being realistic with this.
Yeah. So wild card one, I have the Lions. You know, after not winning the division, they're gonna easily get that 5th spot. I think. Second seed got the Falcons. You know, I think they're gonna be a solid contending team. You know, and for my final team, I of course have. I have the Los Angeles Rams taking that 7th seed.
All right.
I like that offense. You know, I think they're gonna do great things, man. They're gonna do great.
All right, Thomas, who you got? Sorry, Gavin.
You can call him Thomas. That's like 10 minutes.
Bro.
I was gonna say.
Thomas
All
is
right,
my
well.
For the first wildcard team, I have the Niners. They will not win the division, but they'll be dangerously close to doing it. You know.
All right.
For my 6th spot, I will have the Packers. I believe that even though they won't win the division, they will compete heavily, but fall just short to the Niners. For my 3rd spot, damn, who do I give this one to? Oh, wait. Oh yeah, 3rd spot Falcons. I believe that I believe that they will make the playoffs. They will not win their division, but they will make the playoffs as the 7th seed. Probably going 9-8.
All right. We all chose 3 different wildcard teams. Wow. Like the only two teams that were like constant in there was the Packers for at least for a wild card spot and the Falcons. Alrighty, time for our awards now. Starting with our offensive rookie of the year, I'll have Marvin Harrison Jr. or I'll just put MSJ right there. I think he will have one of the best seasons for wide receiver. I just think Caleb will somehow choke the division, will choke the rookie of the year by a little bit. And yes, I do believe as well. And I think Bo Nix will be a 3rd place candidate for offensive rookie of the year. All right, Danny, rookie of the year offense.
I also have Marvin Harrison Jr. I honestly, I'm going to be real. When I was making my division predictions, I forgot to mention him. But I do like him a lot. I only mentioned Kyler Murray and said there was no one else, but there is someone else, and his name is Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he's going to be a beast. He's going to help Kyler Murray a lot. And I think he's going to do great things. He's going to do really good.
All right. And Gavin, who do you got?
Of course. Go Knicks. With
Bo
the
Nix.
Celtics making the playoffs.
Are you
With
serious, bro?
He is offensive rookie of the year.
Okay. Well,
Just a reminder, we are going to go back on these predictions. Maybe
I'm going to make fun of you so hard for picking the Seahawks to win the division.
We will go back on these predictions, and we do have access to them, by the way. So, and I will take a screenshot. So just to kind of just so we have our original, so no one edits them.
Gavin.
What?
All right. Anyways, defensive rookie of the year. All right. I will be a homer about this. Byron Murphy. He will be the reason why our Seahawks defense will improve this season because I do believe he is a beast. We got a very good defensive tackle, and I think he will put up a lot of pressure. I don't think sacks, but I do think a lot of pressures this season. All right, Danny, defensive rookie of the year.
Defense rookie of the year. I have Dolphins rookie Storm Duck.
Who?
Did you say who? Did you say who?
Oh, no. Repeat. No. Storm Duck.
Storm Duck. That's
his actual name.
His actual name is Storm Duck. I like me some Chop Robinson, right? But Storm Duck, dude, I've actually seen him a bit. I like him a lot. And he's winning it. He's surprising everybody. I bet when you go to the DraftKings boards to bet on this, no one has Storm Duck winning. I do. I have Storm Duck from going to the Dolphins. He's winning it. He's got so many picks. He's going to make Jalen Ramsey look like an average cornerback. That's how good he's going to be.
I don't want to lose money on this. If I had to place bets.
Don't place your bets. Don't do that. Don't. I don't think you can. I don't think it's legal where you are. You shouldn't do that.
Well, I mean, underdog fantasy either way, like doesn't matter.
Point at Storm Duck. He's gonna do it.
Okay, Gavin, your Bo Nix looks more realistic now. Go ahead, defensive rookie of the year.
My phone got so offended that it killed itself.
All right, Gavin, go.
I just had it as well. Crap. Damn it. Who the hell was it? I was, I had it, and then somebody had mentioned Storm Duck, which then just confused the crap out of me.
Were you gonna pick Byron Murphy Jr. or no?
No, I was not gonna pick Byron Murphy Jr.
Oh my god, you didn't go biased. That's new.
Will it be Dallas Turner? Will it be a corner or?
Oh, that what it was. Cooper DeJean. He will beat the Jackie Robinson allegation.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
But Jackie Robinson is a good player, though.
And black. That's the other thing. Don't compare Cooper DeJean to Jackie Robinson. Or don't compare Jackie Robinson to Cooper. You know what I'm trying to say.
Okay, go.
Jesus
He
Christ.
will be the best white corner in the league. He'll be the best corner in the league. Man is going to get over 10.
Well, you're saying better than Devin Witherspoon or Tariq Woolen?
Better than Ethan Boner? You say he's going to be a better white corner than Ethan Boner? No one's better than the Boner, baby.
Demonetized.
That's just his name. That's his name.
Bonner. We know it's Bonner.
I didn't.
Whatever. Anyways.
Hey, will they Cooper DeJean?
Okay. All right, next one, offensive play of the year, and this one was tough for me to think. Like this was a tough award, but I am gonna go with Mr. Jamar Chase. I
Woo!
feel like he will have. I feel like since he is, even though he's 10, I don't know if he's holding out still or not, but I think this is going to be the year that the Bengals are going to regret it, and he will have that season. All right, Danny, offense play of the year.
Offensive Player of the Year. I have once again. Oh wait, actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I was going to say Justin Jefferson. I
Oh,
forgot his quarterback was Sam Darnold. I
even
forgot
though
for
he's
just
still
a
going to have a
sliver.
good season, but I don't think
I'll
it's
still
going
have
to
a good
be
season, but you're not
highlighted.
going to win. If he, bro, if he wins, I'm saying this right now. If he wins Offensive Player of the Year with Sam Darnold as his quarterback, I am buying somebody a signed Jefferson jersey if he does that. If he
Nice.
somehow finds a way, bro, I'm giving that to someone.
All right,
I don't
go.
know what I'll get somebody, but I'll find out. But
But
Offensive Player of the Year, I have Christian McCaffrey again. I got him winning
okay,
again. He's
okay.
it's not a hot take. Some might call it boring, but when you're that good, when you're that elusive in an offense full with studs and you stand out, you win awards. That's how it works.
All right, valid, valid. All right, Gavin. Let's see.
Why are you laughing? Who'd you?
I'm
Oh God.
nervous. I'm
Oh
nervous.
no. Oh God. Don't say Geno Smith or something. Don't. I swear to God. Swear to God. I swear to God.
Dude, you chose Storm Duck, so I don't know if you have any place right
Oh, I
now.
have good reason for that. That's a good pick.
The sun god himself, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
All right, all right, all right,
Oh, okay. That's not that's valid.
all right. I put ARSB. There you go.
I thought I was gonna say like some obscure Seahawks player. It's like
I thought he was gonna say Tyler Lockett or DK Metcalf. At least DK would have been more like reasonable. But
no, it would
Amon
not.
Ra.
No, it would not.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. All right, that's pretty solid. All right, now time for the DPOY, the defensive play of the year. I will have. I think, although I did say something about Mike Zimmerman being questionable, but I feel like this. I feel like he's going to be a non-factor to the Zimmerman defense, and that is Micah Parsons. I feel like this is his year for it. All right, go ahead, Danny. DPOY.
For my defensive player of the year, I think he's finally getting it after being snubbed. I have Yearning Tree's doppelganger, TJ Watt.
Oh, okay.
That man is a beast. He is amazing, and he is phenomenal.
And he's white. Just kidding.
What is that
Just
to do with
kidding.
anything?
Just kidding. You said last time with the whole Jackie Robinson joke, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go Jackie Robinson thing. So.
I was good. I like that.
all right, Gavin, what you got? What you got? DPOY.
I have a corner winning this one.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's gonna roll on Sauce Gardner.
No, you don't you dare. Don't you
Jair
dare.
Alexander. I think he'll be with that Packers defense, not having Joe Barry there anymore. He's a
Say
better
Jai Alexander.
He's better than
I mean, that's under the radar, but I'll take it.
I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong. He is pretty good, but
he's better than Sauce Gardner.
boy. True, he is.
I mean, okay. There's actually another Packers player that's also been getting some noise. At least apparently, and that is Rashawn Gary.
Oh yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. All right, now time for Coach of the Year. Call me a homer again. If I'm taking this man, if he's going to take this man to the playoffs, I am going to choose him for Coach of the Year because Pete Carroll. Okay, for what it is, Pete Carroll got slept on so many times. There's been seasons that he should have won it, But no. Let's choose other people. No. You know what? I'm giving it to Mike McDonald. A Seahawks coach will finally get his flowers for Coach of the Year. Mike McDonald, everybody. All right. But Danny, go ahead.
So I have a question. What does coach of the year even mean exactly? Right? Like, if I don't understand it truly. I feel like Bill Belichick should have way more coaches of the year than he does. Like,
Oh, does he even have any? Like,
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, the Patriots are a dynasty, and he was a big part of that. I don't even know. Does he even have coach of the year?
I feel like he has to have it early on, right? Like, at least
Maybe.
early on.
Maybe, yeah. Like I know it's meant to be like, the coach joins and like the team gets really better. Like
Or
that's why
like
Brian
a
Dable
coach
won it. That's
who,
why.
or like gone through adversity. Like, it varies.
Yeah. So if we're going on that front, this coach has been here for 2 years, so he isn't exactly new, but he's still pretty young in the tenure.
Okay,
And
well, I'll tell you right after. Go ahead.
I think he's going to get this award once he breaks the longest playoff win drought of the NFL right now, and that is Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel, who
I just
already looks,
immediately put it in.
who's already accumulated to the Miami culture with his most recent look. Have you guys seen Mike McDaniel recently?
Yes, I seen.
Remember when he first
Yes,
joined? He had like his hair slicked back. He was
like a
like,
nerd.
"Ooh,
He had the
yeah,
nerd look,
I'm
and then now
cool."
he has the Miami
Now he's
Vice look.
he's got the curls, bro. Looks like he got done being off a cruise. He is chilling. That's my king right there. That's my king. He still doesn't know what to do on third and short situations, but he's still my king. Damn it.
So Bill Belichick has 3 Coach of the Years: 2003,
Oh, okay.
2007, and 2010. 2007 makes sense because that was the 16
That one,
and 0
yeah.
year.
And then they lost the Super Bowl. Dorks.
Honestly, I'm surprised 2008 either because that was the year like Brady got injured. But all right. But all right, Gavin, go ahead. Coach of the Year.
Short and sweet. Dan Campbell. He was snubbed last season. Snubbed. He brought.
Who won it last season?
It was Kevin Stefanski because the Browns got like injured to like.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I kind of I can kind of vibe with that.
I think that the Lions go like 15-2, 16-1. They will be they will be. Dan Campbell will win Coach of the Year, it'll be a lot.
Hold up. I forgot to add another thing because the NFL awards did put it, and that was assistant coach of the year. But we'll do that one later. But just but anyways, comeback player of the year. This one's gonna be a interesting award, a fun award, and I am gonna give it to Damar Hamlin. Just kidding. It's going to be Kirk Cousins.
That's nuts.
I feel like Kirk Cousins is actually going to have a very good season. I think he will, because I felt like that season, like before he got injured last year, I felt like that was his best chance to win MVP, if we're being honest ourselves, because he was looking very good. And I know the injury with his torn Achilles, and I honestly think he will step back from it, and I give me Kirk Cousins. All right, Danny, who you got?
I have Jalen Phillips.
Oh,
he was having a great season. No. This isn't a bias pick. This ain't a homer pick. He was having a great season. Then MetLife steals him because MetLife sucks. They need to get rid of their turf fields. My junior research project was on how turf fields suck, and they need to replace their grass fields. MetLife is one of those. As everyone knows, it's terrible. Fix it. Roger Goodell, I'm looking right at you. Joe Treader. I think I said that wrong, but I'm looking at you, president of the NFLPA. Get on that.
I think they are kind of fixing it for the FIFA World Cup.
I know that they're trying to fix it. Fix it. Fix all of them. Come on. We have the technology.
Fix FedEx first, really.
Fix all of them. Fix the ones that are bad. Fix the ones that have turf. Turf sucks. End of story. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Jalen Phillips is going to come back. Going to have a monster year. after tearing his Achilles. Just show everyone where he left off after that Week 8 game. He's going to come back player of the year.
All right, Gavin.
This one might shock a lot of people. You know what? I've had some wild takes already today, even though
We
they
know.
aren't.
Here we go.
Joe Burrow, short, sweet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That one's not bad. That one makes sense. I think about that one.
Joe Burrow back at full health. He will win comeback player of the year.
All right, all
Has
right.
the player ever won comeback player of the year twice?
Yeah, Chad Pennington. That was your Dolphins and Jets.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Shit. Oh, yeah, shit. You're right. Damn. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So Joe Burrow's kind of like has that possibility, actually. Yeah. All
It's
right.
a pretty elite group to be named with Chad Pennington.
Yeah. All right. We'll skip MVP right now. Our worst team, our number one pick winner. I am gonna choose the New England Patriots. This team has like writing on nothing. Like
Wow.
shocker, right? New England Patriots.
That's shot. Yeah, damn.
All right, Danny, who you got?
This was kind of hard to pick because a lot of things could happen, but I think for the worst team, I'm going to go with the Saints.
Saints. Ooh, wait,
The Saints. Wait. Hold on. Wait,
you have the
know what?
Panthers
I take that back.
last.
That's not physically possible. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's my fault. I'm sorry about that. That's physically impossible. Forget what I said. It's gonna be the Panthers. Saints are gonna be the
Okay.
second team, though. Saints are the second team. They're gonna be pick 31. But Saints,
So it's
Panthers are
gonna be like
32.
a Cardinals Niners type of situation.
It's gonna be a big tank bowl to end the season, Week 18. Winner loses the tank bowl type vibe. I completely forgot I made the
Wait.
Panthers last again. That's my fault, guys.
Wait, who? I gotta see what's the schedule for NFL Week 18. I actually gotta see it.
If it ends up being the Panthers and Saints, that'd be so cool. That'd actually be
No,
awesome.
it's gonna be Falcons Panthers
Damn it.
and Bucks Saints.
Okay, well, still.
All right, Gavin, worst team, number one pick. Okay. Bruce is not gonna be happy about this, but yeah.
See if I care. I'm not buying him a jersey. I will not buy him a jersey. I won't do it. I won't do it. They'll get the first overall pick. They will draft Daniel Jones' replacement, and from there, I don't care what happens, but they will be the worst team this season.
All right. Now, time for assistant coach of the year. This one is interesting, or this one's gonna be weird here, but you know what? I'll do it. I feel like this team's defense will improve, and I will give it to Aaron Glenn. I'll give it to Aaron Glenn. Defensive coordinator for the Lions.
Oh, okay.
All right. Danny, who we got?
I also have a defense coordinator. Except for the Lions, though. For the Dolphins. I got Anthony Weaver taking this one.
Of course.
I think that, truthfully, I don't know other teams' coordinators, but I also truly think that Anthony Weaver is going to change a lot about the defense, which is already pretty solid. They're going to get even better, and I'm very excited to see what that looks like, especially with defensive rookie of the year Storm Duck.
Oh, never mind. I would say the Vikings just released N'Keal Harry right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways. Gavin, who's your assistant coach of the year?
Party wants to say Ryan Grubb because he will lead the Seahawks the Seahawks offense well, but it'll be Ben Johnson. He will take the Lions further than they were last season, and he will show why he chose to stay as the Lions OC instead of going elsewhere.
All right, wait. Who was the assistant coach last year?
I don't know. I don't think that's the one.
I think it was Ben Johnson, but I could be wrong.
Okay, run it back to back.
All right, wait. Winner. Wait. I think I could be wrong. It might have been. Oh, it was Jim Schwartz. It was Jim Schwartz,
Ah, okay.
defensive coordinator for the Cleveland Browns, which makes sense. That defense was like deadly. All right, so now with that, we will have MVP. All right, I am going to go to the boring route, the most boring route of all, and that is Patrick Mahomes. Because at this point, like, if he was able to lead a team with like no wide receivers last year, I think with the addition of Xavier Worthy, Marquise Brown, now Juju Smith-Schuster, let's just pick Mahomes because why not? All right, Danny, who you got?
I'm also going to go boring here. I'm also going to pick Patrick Mahomes.
Oh,
because honestly,
no Tua.
When you think about it, MVP and Offensive Player of the Year are weird to me, or even Defense Player of the Year, because if Offensive Player of the Year is the best offensive player and MVP is like the best player, then
somehow quarterbacks get
yeah. So to me, MVP is like, if you take this player off this team, the team would be drastically different. Replace Patrick Mahomes with another quarterback, and the team gets worse.
Like,
the team gets worse.
Like, if Mahomes gets injured and Carson Wentz goes in, I think we will notice a significant difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Gavin. All right, to finally end this thing, MVP.
I don't think you guys are gonna like my like my take.
No.
I don't have a quarterback. I don't.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say Joe Burrow. Honestly.
No. I had a receiver who has been snubbed for the past couple years.
Oh.
Give it to Tyreek Hill.
Oh.
Give it to Tyreek Hill.
I can get down with this.
Okay. That's not too bad. Okay, that's not bad.
I can get down with this. I like this idea.
But okay. But all right, just to recap our awards. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I have MSJ, Danny has MSJ, and Gavin has Bo Nix. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I have Byron Murphy Jr. Danny has Storm Duck. And Gavin is going to believe the color breaker is going to break with Cooper DeJohn. Offensive Player of the Year.
Boner already broke the barrier, guys. Jesus.
Offensive player. I have Jamar Chase. Danny has CMC. Gavin has Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Is he saying words?
Audio cut out. Last thing I heard was Amon.
Yeah, yo, bro, is your mic? You know what? While he fixes that, I will take over. Humbly take over for Mr. SRG while he fixes his audio. So, where was he? He just got finished saying Amon-Ra St. Brown. Defensive Player of the Year. SRG's got Micah Parsons. I poked TJ Watt, and Gavin chose Jair Alexander. That's a pick. Comeback Player of the Year. SRG got Kirk Cousins. I have my GOAT, Jalen Phillips, and Gavin has Joe Burrow. Is your mic? No, it's still okay. Still down. Oh, wait, is that it?
I heard
Hello?
something.
Oh,
Yep.
he's back. Awesome. Okay,
All right,
you
all
say
right.
it 'cause I can barely read the screen.
Took out my headphones.
He's back. Yay.
All right.
Yes.
Comeback player of the year. I have Kirk Cousins. Danny has Jalen Phillips. And Gavin has Joe Burrow. All right. Number one, our worst teams. I have the Patriots. Danny has the Panthers. And Gavin has the Giants. R.I.P. Bruce. Assistant coach of the year. I have Aaron Glenn for defensive coordinator from the Lions. Danny has defensive coordinator from the Miami Dolphins, Anthony Weaver. And Gavin has assistant coach of the year, offensive coordinator from the Lions, Ben Johnson. And our MVPs, Danny and I chose Patrick Mahomes. And Gavin is going to break the QB curse with Tyreek Hill. All right. And this concludes our first episode. I was going to do another segment, but I think we could push it for next week since we still have enough time before the season.
2 hours. My goodness.
We were here for a while.
2 hours of talking, me having to turn my camera off like 5 times because my phone kept dying. I had to change because of audio issues. But next time next time we record, I'm gonna be in my college dorm room. So be a new
Let's go.
setting
Congratulations.
permanently, man. Yeah. Thank you. Hey guys.
But next week we'll probably do week 1 predictions, and we'll probably do another segment of who has the most pressure heading to the 2024 season. I was gonna do it today, but I think we have a lot. I think a time is allotted here, but
Yeah, pretty a lot.
This is our pilot episode, so we'll figure it out. But
It only gets better from here, guys.
I hope so.
Thoughts, everybody?
If this is the peak, we're all screwed as the phone falls over.
Next time I'll be on a laptop too. That'll help. Not on my phone.
Oh yeah. Also, the next episode will be live streamed this time, so people will hear our nonsense for it live. But yeah, any final thoughts, everybody?
Good from here, man.
Nah.
No. All right. Hopefully our stream will get 5 views.
Yeah, let's go for 10.
We'll
Go for 10.
We'll grind for those 5 views.
Yeah.
All right, but wish everybody luck. See y'all next week. But yeah. But everyone stay safe out there and have a good evening.